from Jeddah, that is right across from the absolutely beautiful Red Sea. It's day one, and so much to talk about. Anthony Kim making his debut, nearly 12 years retired, back as a wild card here at 2024 LIV Golf League. Welcome to Club 54 pre-round show, and I am your host, Christian Crosby. I don't know if you could see us waving. We are standing here at Club 54 right across from the 18th hole. It's a beautiful day out here. Jerry, you see the camera? Yep. There he is right there. We're waving it out. We got a lot to talk about, Jerry.
Yeah, you don't know that that's Alf. Faraday,
that's Alf right there. All right.
Faraday named him annoying little fella. Alf.
I see.
Padrone,
I see what you did there, Jerry.
Yeah.
As you can see, joining me, Jerry Fultz. I am so excited to talk all things Anthony Kim. I mean, this is unbelievable. How are you feeling? You got 2 weeks off?
Yeah, 2 weeks off. Missed you, my man.
I missed you too, Jerry.
You know what? I'm so glad you're part of our team. I give you grief for it, but you bring our coolness factor collectively up so much, and we appreciate that. Because, you know, Arlo and David and I, we have our specialties, but we're not cool like you and Rachel are. The Sue Ann's in that group too.
I appreciate it. You're being too nice, but I appreciate it. I'll take it. All right, let's get into Anthony Kim. 12 years retired, making a comeback. For those who may not have seen him play ever, how crazy is this? How special is this?
You know, it's grown to mythical levels. The absence of Anthony Kim, the talent he had, the reverence with which he was spoken about by his peers at the time and in the 12 years since has just grown and grown and grown. You know, I think Alan Shepnuck about 10 years ago in an article called him golf's Yeti. The only thing I can relate it to is mythical character Roy Hobbs, portrayed by Robert Redford in the movie The Natural, about unrealized talent and potential, and that is what Anthony Kim is and was. So much so that somebody, Brian Harmon, last year's Open Championship winner, in a podcast not that long ago, Subpar Podcast, said he's one of, if not the top 3 greatest players in the world ever in history. Now, that's a lot of hyperbole, but that is the reverence with which his peers always held him because of that incredible talent and his swashbuckling nature and his go-for-broke, fearless mentality.
I want to talk about his game. You've had the opportunity of following and covering him.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Last time he played, I think Caleb Surratt was 7 years old.
7 years old,
true?
Yeah, 19-year-old Caleb Surratt.
For fans who aren't familiar, talk a little bit about his game.
Well, back in his prime, now he is 38 years old and he has age. You know, people haven't seen him in 12 years. They're like, whoa, yes, of course, he's 12 years old, or people age. He hit the ball forever. I mean, absolutely forever, as far as anybody with of a slight build like he has. Now the game has grown a little bit, and the distance is probably going to pass him by. You can't rely on that as his strength. But he had precision, like iron capability. And the thing that he had in buckets, in just absolute barrelfuls, was an undying belief in himself. Now, the game's going to show some rust. Anybody who has really high expectations for Anthony Kim coming into this week is delusional. We want him to play well. We want him to play great. We want to see that Anthony Kim from 12 years ago, but that's just, you know, the expert in me says that's not a realistic expectation for anybody. The only person who might not think that is Anthony Kim himself.
I mean, regardless of the expectation, the excitement is there. Fans are excited. Let's take a look at what some of the fans are saying on social media. Check it out. And no surprise here, the timeline is blowing up all things Anthony Kim. Boy, am I pumped to see this AK back playing competitive golf this week. We're going to have serious FOMO when LIV Adelaide rolls around. I mean, look at this. The timeline's going crazy, and there's really no surprise here, Jerry. Am I right?
No, but yeah, you're absolutely right. As always, C-squared, because this was never supposed to happen. Everybody thought it wasn't going to happen. I mean, Anthony Kim disappeared into the wild with, you know, there were the occasional rumored sightings, but there was no documented sightings of the guy, of him playing golf. A few people said, yeah, I saw him at the course, I played golf with him. We never saw any evidence of that. I mean, he literally seemed like he left the face of the earth, and now he's back, and he seems quite happy.
AK is back, baby. Few golfers have ever captured the imagination of fans the way Anthony Kim did when he burst back onto the scene. His talent left an impression on his fellow LIV competitors who are excited to have him back. Check this out, y'all.
I'm as big a golf fan as they come, so I've seen Anthony Kim play.
You gotta be who you really be, shine from the inside.
He just has great energy and excitement for the game. He's got a charisma that you can tell the world of golf is drawn to him. To have his swagger and his game and him back is exciting.
Of course, there's going to be a lot of eyeballs. It's a great story if he's to make it back at the highest level after being sidelined for that long.
He has the ability to light it up.
He was a very explosive, electric player to watch. And you're obviously going to have an idea of what his career might have been had he stayed on tour for the last 10, 12 years.
Super talented player and had a great run there for a few years on the PGA Tour. Ball striking comes to mind. I think he was really striking the ball nicely.
He was certainly not your conventional guy, and I think people loved that, you know, that he was a bit different. He was a bit out there, but he was incredibly talented.
Without a doubt, I think that his juices are going to be flowing.
The wave that we're building here at LIV, I think he adds to the excitement, he adds to the X factor that we have out here, and I'm super excited to see what he brings.
People still want to see if there's some of that old Anthony Kim in there, and if there is, he could still be one of the best players in the world. Only time will tell.
The world will be watching.
Anthony Kim, he definitely has a unique energy, to say the least. I saw the video feature of him when he was entering Jeddah, and he said in the video, "I'm here to bust everybody's ass." Yeah. I think that speaks a lot to his personality.
No question.
I mean, first, is that even possible to happen this weekend? And second, can we speak to his personality?
Yeah, I mean, smart money, Vegas odds have him, his over-under on 74.5 round one, and his total finish in the field, 47.5 out of a field of 54. I'm more optimistic than that, but the realist in me thinks those are actually pretty realistic numbers. We can't have too high an expectation for him. Give him some time. I mean, he's going to tee off on the first hole today. Number 18, right behind us, playing a little into the wind. Normally easy par 5, but playing a little into the wind now. And he's going to be probably as nervous as he maybe has ever been over a golf ball. He feels like by making the announcement, by joining LIV, by taking this route instead of the PGA Tour route, which was obviously very available to him as well, he might have something to prove. And you give a guy with that kind of personality and mentality something to prove, and he is not going to stop trying until he proves it.
Can't wait to see it. Fans, we asked you a question. We're going to put a poll up for you guys right now so you can vote in real time. Which team would you like to see AK play on? All right, check this out. 4 aces, Legion 13. Here are some results, and I'm leaning towards that new team. You know, I'm always about the new team. I would love to see that. Jerry, what do you think?
If Anthony Kim had his own team, what would we name him? The Rockets?
The Rockets.
The Rockets. Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. We have more coming for you guys. Club 54 pre-round show. Stick around. All right, for any of you fans who are checking in for the first time, as AK is new, you may be too. So check out this feature with some of the new format rules here at LIV Golf.
Welcome to the LIV Golf League. If you're new to this, here's the deal. 54 players, 13 teams of 4, plus 2 wild cards at every event.
Oh, goodness me!
They'll play 3 rounds with a shotgun start, and players compete both for their team and individually.
Oh, goodness me!
Individual points are earned each week and add up across the season.
Koepka.
Finishing at or near the bottom of the standings means relegation out of the LIV Golf League. In the team competition, this is where things really heat up. For the first 2 rounds, the top 3 scores count towards the team score, and all 4 scores count in the final round. Lowest total score wins the team showdown.
4 aces, conquered.
Team points also add up across the season and determine seeding for an epic winner-takes-all team championship finale.
They are the LIV Golf team champions.
This is golf, but louder. This is LIV Golf.
I gotta say, Jerry, those LIV Golf videos always get me pretty pumped up.
Yeah, our original productions team does an incredible job.
And what a perfect day it is out here. A little breeze, the sun's not too hot.
It's always windy here, always gonna be windy here. I mean, you're in the middle of the desert with no real mountains, and you got the Red Sea right over there that brings the humidity up. This is a really nice time of year to be here.
I couldn't agree more. We're gonna talk a little bit about DJ as we get forward with Club 54 pre-round show. All right, so we're going to take a look at Dustin Johnson on the range here, Las Vegas individual winner. Looks like he's fairly confident, and for good reason.
Yeah.
This guy is just doing it all right.
Well, and you mentioned to me a little while ago, and that's something I wasn't even quite aware of. He's the only player thus far to have won in all 3 seasons. Now, we've only had 2 events yet this season, but still, that's pretty impressive. Well, more impressive was that inaugural season of our beta season, as we call it, 8 tournaments, 8 LIV Golf League events. He walked away as the individual champion, and his mission is to get back there. His mission is to be the guy, the alpha male of LIV Golf League, a league with a lot of alpha males.
Let's take a look at some social media from our fans, talking a little bit about DJ. Here we go. The winning moment here. And what do you think about this, Jerry? Is GJ taking that victory?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I saw him at the rap, I guess we call it a rap party, Saturday night in Vegas leading up to the Super Bowl the next day. Saw him and his father-in-law, talked to Wayne Gretzky for quite a while. You know, winning, even no matter how much you do it, and he's done it prolifically, first on the PGA Tour, now out here, you know how to do it, but it never gets old. I can't imagine it ever gets old. I wouldn't know, not many people would be able to experience what he has experienced so many times, but he knows how to do it when it matters, and that shot he hit on the 18th to seal the deal, which was nearly impossible to get to stop where he did in Vegas, was why he is a future Hall of Fame member.
So I've been able to talk to some of the guys offline. A lot of them are saying they love this course.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is, Jerry?
Well, it's quite simple, because golfers like courses that are straightforward. This is not considered a difficult golf course. The wind is the defense of the golf course, and it's always windy here. But what true players love about this type of golf course is it's a ball striker's golf course, meaning there's more emphasis placed on how you hit the ball than there is on the trickiness and the intricacies around the greens. And this is a ball striker's paradise. You can't fake it around here, as the pros say.
All right, well, we're going to take a look here. There's John Rahm. We can talk a little bit about Legion. I know you had a podcast with Caleb Surratt. That dude is an absolute stud, by the way.
Well, I mean, we got done with that, and we're like, oh my, what an amazing young man. At 19 years old, mature beyond his years, way more mature than you and I will ever be.
All right, well, as it's pretty obvious what we should be watching for today specifically, but let's check in with Dom and Sue-Ann for what to watch for.
Like everybody, I'm excited to watch Anthony Kim's comeback. Watching him on the range hit balls this week, the swing looks really good. It looks exactly like it did before. It'll be interesting to see how long he is. He was pretty long when he played the tour. Nowadays, the game is all about power. But regardless of all that, we need to lower our expectations this week. 12 years of rust is a lot of rust to knock off.
One of the main stories this week is if Brooks can three-peat. Well, he is over 3 in his three-peat record, and he wants to change that right here. So why does he play so well here at Royal Greens? Well, I spoke to Ricky, his caddy, earlier, and he said that this is a ball striker's golf course. You got to really control your golf ball out here, especially with the wind, and that is what Brooks does so well, which is why he wins that many majors.
Big thanks to Dom and Sue-Ann. Jerry, you know what's coming next. I got to ask you, what should we be watching for today?
Well, there's a lot of people at home in our home country, the U.S., that are waking up on the East Coast at 3:15 for one thing. I mean, they know what John Rahm can do and what Brooks can do and what DJ and Cam Smith and Bryson DeChambeau and Phil Mickelson on down the line. The big intangible right now is one guy, Anthony Kim. There's going to be a lot of eyeballs tuning in because they have wanted this day for so long, and it was never going to happen, and it's actually happening in just a few minutes.
And here's a tweet from the fans for Anthony Kim. I'm staying up. I'm not going to sleep. I'm staying up for
Way to go, Chase.
Let's go. Gotta love that, Chase. And I'm with him. I mean, why wouldn't he? This is going to be really exciting. Now, you've got to spend some time with him. Not a lot, right? But some time with him since his return.
You know, one of the beauties of him choosing the route of LIV Golf, I love it because we get to see him play, we get to be around him, and I like the guy a lot. But I think we're able to provide an environment to give him the best chance to be successful. We can control a little bit his being worn out by attention and by requests and his time, and I think as a league we can protect that a little bit. So no, everybody I think has made a conscious effort to give him his space. I went up, said hi, we talked a little bit about live, a little bit about that which is most important to him right now, and that is being a dad.
Can you tell us, like, what are his spirits like? What's the feel of his energy right now? Is he at peace?
He's at peace with himself. He's at peace with his life because, like I said, you're a dad now, and he said, you know what? That's all I am. He doesn't consider himself a golfer first. He considers himself a father first, and anybody who's a parent knows what that means and knows that that is having your life in perspective.
Well, we are just moments away from day one. Stay tuned here at Club 54 pre-round show. All right, Taylor Gooch is a proud Oklahoma State Cowboy. He's part of one of the best golf programs in history. He's also naturally an enormous fan of that school's greatest athlete, Barry Sanders. Turns out Barry Sanders is a fan of Gooch's too. Sue-Ann lost a hang time bet to Taylor last May in a one-club challenge and had to gift him that jersey. But our LIV Studios team got a hold of Barry and enhanced it. Let's check this out.
Oh, yeah. Taylor, congrats on all of your success. You're making this Cowboy proud. Heisman 88. Oh, yeah. Yep, this is going in the man cave. The GOAT. Doesn't matter if you're from Oklahoma or not, he's the best running back of all time. Obviously, he wouldn't remember, but in passing one time, I was actually on the sidelines of a football game we met once. I remember thinking, this little dude used to make all those dudes look silly out there. It was cool, very cool.
Well, he certainly remembered you because when we reached out to him, he was like, my guy's on fire right now.
That's cool. I love it. I love it.
You gotta love to see the fandom there, and there he is, Gooch, with the Barry Sanders jersey.
That's pretty cool.
You gotta love this.
That's pretty cool. You have to have some really autographed superstar jerseys in your other job, don't you?
Oh my goodness, I have a lot.
Yeah.
I got Allen Iverson, Dr. J, the list goes on and on.
Big time.
I'm sure you have some of your own. Jay.
Only autograph I ever asked for in my life was Arnold Palmer.
There's Mr. Gooch walking in. Whole lot of swag. Feels super confident. I mean, let's talk a little Smash, shall we? I mean, this team has so many storylines coming into Jeddah. You speak highly of this team a lot.
Yeah, Smash is, I mean, it's obviously a great team. It opened a ton of eyes when the Taylor Gooch got traded from the Range Goats to Smash. But I think it worked out well for both teams because Matthew Wolff is bringing out his best golf now for the Range Goats and Captain Bubba Watson. But Smash is, you know, I didn't think they were going to be the team to beat, maybe one of the teams, but right now they're emerging as one of the likely candidates for the team to beat.
You want to talk a little bit about Brooks now, our two-time defending champ here in
three-peat.
Jeddah, going for that three-peat, baby.
Yeah, but as Sue-Ann said, he's 0 for 3 and his chances at three-peating. But this is a ball striker's paradise, and his stats from when he won here, is only 4 or 5 months ago, 6 months ago when he won.
Let's take a look at these stats,
yeah,
Jerry. Let's get
show
right to it. Let's not waste any time.
What they'll show you, he was 4th off the tees. That is basically strokes gained, and a strokes gained against the same people each week, so it's a very accurate metric. Strokes gained off the tee, which is accuracy, length, all those combined. Medium approach, which is 175 to 225, which is most of those approach shots on this golf course if you're in the fairway. He was second. Now, his other stats are not that great. He didn't get it done with the putter. He didn't get it done with the wedge. He got it done ball striking. Ball striker's paradise. They love this golf course in that respect.
Well, LIV has held 2 events in Jeddah since starting the tour in 2022. Let's take a look at this feature, but first let's take a look at Brooks on the range here. And there he is doing his thing. What makes him so good here in Jeddah specifically? I mean, it just seems like when he comes here, he can do no wrong. What do you think it is, Jerry?
I do not know. I mean, it's a Florida-style course, and he's a Florida guy, Florida State Hall of Fame member. It feels like Florida here, except it doesn't have the palm trees. It's kind of like the mix between Palm Springs and Florida.
It is nice here.
So I think he's comfortable with the environment. He's comfortable with the heat. He's comfortable with the humidity that comes in off that Red Sea. But I don't know. I think it's just the golf course. Everybody knows Brooks Koepka wins more majors as a percentage basis by a long shot than he does regular events, whether it be when he was on the PGA Tour or now since joining LIV. And this is, I'm not going to call this a major caliber golf course, but it's got similarities in that at a major championship, ball striking is paramount. Now, you can't win golf tournaments at anywhere in the world without making putts. He makes his share of putts, but he does this better than just about anybody currently in the game, and that is get the ball from tee to green most efficiently.
Well, let's take a look back at his 2 wins here in Jeddah. Take a look.
Brooks Koepka takes the individual title in Jeddah. For the 2nd straight year, he is our champion at the Royal Greens Golf and Country Club.
I just think it's a ball striker's golf course. I really do. The wind gets up in the afternoon, so you really got to control your ball flight, control your spin, and I feel like I can do that pretty well.
It's really good if it's the right distance.
Oh, what a peach.
It's stinking hot, 93 Fahrenheit.
The tougher it gets, the better it is for me.
There's our leader, Brooks Koepka.
I like this place, like the golf course. I've had some success. Just hopefully build on that.
Oh, yeah.
Now that we've got a good group of guys, it'll be exciting to see how we finish this week.
Brooks Koepka, for the 2nd straight year, he is our champion in Jeddah.
Winning breeds confidence.
That's a bad boy right there. And here's a tweet. You gotta love this. Hell yes, he can. The only problem is going to be a 4-way playoff between Gucci. What do you think of this, Jerry? That's
I think
funny.
somebody might be a Smash fan right there.
You gotta love that. We're actually, in just a few moments, we're gonna check in with Arlo and David at the booth, which you have to go to very
there right
soon.
now. It's right
Might
over
need
yonder.
to kick you out of here immediately.
Yeah.
But let's check in with Arlo and David. What's up, y'all?
Well, final preparations underway for the broadcast here in the booth at Royal Greens. Once again, David, we're scraping the barrel for storylines. I just don't know what we're going to talk about today. Why don't we start with Anthony Kim, a player you know well, returning after almost 12 years out of the game?
Yeah, I mean, I remember him so well at his peak. And I've got to be honest with you, if I were Anthony Kim, and obviously I'm not, I wouldn't have picked this particular event. I might have gone into a Corn Ferry or a lesser event, to see what would just dip my toe in the water. He's doing a cannonball into the deep end.
He certainly is, and it's going to be fascinating to watch. Brooks Koepka going for a 3-peat. Dustin Johnson, he's back in form after victory in Las Vegas. There's so much to talk about. We'll take it from you at the top of the hour.
Hey, big thank you, Arlo and David. Arlo, I love that shirt. Looking good over there, Arlo. All right, let's toss it over to the one and only Rachel Drummond on the range. What's up, Rach?
Right, you lucky, lucky people. Have I got a surprise for you? I know you don't want to see me right now, but I've got a certain Anthony Kim here. He is absolutely striping it, hitting a few lower ones into the wind. He's been practicing actually this week with an alignment stick about 10 feet in front of him, trying to get his start line right. I might have overheard him say to his caddy that he's feeling a bit tired, and he's planning to do 20 minutes on the putting green. But he's looking good. I think it's all the emotion coming out. Right, I'm actually going to grab this man here. Drew, can I grab you for 2 seconds? Yeah. You're one of the coaches here for the Ironheads. How does prep change, prior to the tournament to what happens here when they're about to play?
So pretty much today we're just basically working on just getting warmed up and then going. Everything's prepared, we're ready to go. The days before, all the work's done. Just warm up, go, see what the ball's doing, react.
That's what I'm doing here, getting ready and going. Thank you so much. Right, let's keep going. Who else we got here? Got Louis. Can we just have a little look at Louis? He's got his mirror down. I used to use a mirror to check my shoulder line. He's got the sticks down to check his alignment. Everyone, if you don't at home, always put a stick down because P1 and alignment is crucial. Right, we're moving. Come on, Geordie, cameraman. You got. He's getting pulled round. 4 aces, getting ready. DJ, he has a full swing and a track man. A man that loves this course. He's giving me a smile. Charles Howell III, here we go. I mean, if there's a swing you need to watch, this is the one. Inspired by Mac O'Grady. Now, he told me that towel drill is to help him with his exit, so not necessarily with a connection on the backswing, but the exit. Let's see him strike one. He's been here already for 30 minutes, so he's ready. And a fun fact for you, his caddy, Nick, has played in the US Open, so, staying together. Fireballs, Sergio. I can't have favourites, but he strikes it bloody pure. Right, let's keep on going. It appears Legion 13 don't need to warm up, which is all good. Right, smash, G-Mac, Ken, hello, Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed, I was hoping to grab him, but I can't, but he's got his clubs by Grindworks here. There's G-Mac, did a putting feature with him the other week. Was it the horse racing? That's good prep, we like that. Cam Smith. Let me get Geordie to get a bit of Cam. He's got the alignment stick. Geordie, can you get that? The orange alignment stick. Help him with his backswing. Actually getting his caddy to have a little look there. See, they're always grinding, even if they're about to peg it up. Now, Cam, this is a little bit of intel, has invested in PuttView, which are these goggles that help you read greens. It's like having your own live line on your eyes. It's like virtual reality. I had a go. I mean, I did miss some, but I posted a video where I didn't miss. Right, Poulter, what's he got there? 1 second. Pulse, what's that? What's that stick?
It's just to keep all those annoying people away.
Thanks, Pulse. Love him. I mean, it's I'm going to tell you it's weighted. Right, I've got one more place to go. Jordan, come with me. Now, Pete Powell, who you're about to meet, used to do my clubs at Nike. He used to do all the tour players at Nike. We're going to head in here. So this is all set up for the players this week. Any equipment that they need. He's trying to pretend that he's working here. Pete. Right, talk to me. What are you doing here for the players this week?
What are we doing? Everything from reshafts, repairs, a lot of regrips and a lot of loft and lies.
And what have you seen the most thing from the players this week? Any changes in equipment?
There's a lot more drivers in play this year that are new from TaylorMade and Callaway. So there's been a lot more intricate detailing with that sort of thing, loft and lie checks, and just dialing that in. So as each week progresses through the year, we'll be doing a little bit more of that right across the world. So
cheers.
Important. All right.
You absolute legend. I've just caught him off the cuff there. Poor man. Right, I don't know about you, but this is going to be one hell of a tournament. I'm getting my popcorn ready. Let's get to the action.
Hey, big shout out to you, Rachel, for giving us true behind the scenes action. And you do it like an absolute pro. Absolutely phenomenal. Guys, day one, just moments away from seeing what everyone is tuning in to see today. The debut of Anthony Kim. 12 years retired, making a comeback as a wild card in Jeddah. Just blocks away from the Red Sea. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. A great time to join Fantasy. LIV Golf Fantasy is back with an exciting format that offers multiple ways to win. You can pick your team and then compete against friends, foes, and family from around the world. But you know you got to watch your team climb the pylon and win them great prizes now. And most important, you get them bragging rights. It's fantasy, but it's louder. And it's another great way to enjoy the LIV Golf League. Scan that QR code if you're smart, all right? All right, let's check out some social. A lot of people are excited about this day for good reason. And let's check it out here. Ready for Jeddah LIV Golf League Fantasy, my lineup, thoughts. And there's a lineup. And if he didn't have Brooks on there, I would have been concerned. Love seeing that Taylor Gooch there too. LIV Golf Fantasy. If you guys haven't joined, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, come on. I'm seeing Gooch on every single lineup for good reason. Bryson DeChambeau up there. My squad for the weekend, flame emoji. Gotta love that. And there you have it. I mean, it's a beautiful day, a perfect day for golf. I thought it would be a little more humid, but it's not. The wind is blowing just slightly. The sun is out, and it's absolutely gorgeous here. And it's day one, 2024 LIV Golf League. Anthony Kim. Brooks is going for a three-peat. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. Thank you for watching Club 54 pre-round show. I'm your host, Christian Crosby, and I'll see you guys in the post. Enjoy. Peace.